Okay, so I am a day late on this video. I started getting into the kind of habit of filming this every Friday now. And of course, with the new schedule going into effect, programming schedule, you're going to find that I do this kind of a video every Friday. So it'll be on time moving forward. But I'm not going to blame it entirely on the iPhone 6 or the 6 Plus launch. I just was busy. I had other stuff going on. But I'm curious, did you guys pick up an iPhone 6 or a 6 Plus? And if so, what did you get? I really would be interested to see if you've got photos from the launch event that maybe you went to. Were there lines? Did people camp out? What were stock levels like? Did the 6 Plus sell out in your area? Did you get the phone you wanted? For me, I am actually awaiting my 6 Plus. So for those of you who are still asking what I'm getting, I'm picking up the 6 Plus. 128 gig in silver, and it is slated to be delivered to me this coming week. And I went the night before the launch to my local mall that has an Apple store in it to see what the scene kind of looked like. And at 9 p.m., I was surprised. I didn't expect there to be that many people there already. There was, I'd venture to say, 100 to 130 people, and the mall actually let them camp outside. So it's very cordial. I mean, nobody got out of hand from what I understand. I just kind of drove by, snapped a picture, I put it on Twitter that night. And everything that I understand went really smooth. There were 6 Pluses that went. I don't know what the stock was like on the 6. I know last night I went to the mall because I picked up a couple of Apple cases, and I'll show you those real briefly here in a second. Tell you kind of a funny story about what happened there too. But I went there and it was very crowded. And people were asking, hey, do you have the 6? It seemed like more people were asking about the 6 Plus. Got my hands on both. I'm glad I made the decision for the 6 Plus. Feels real comfortable to me. And not huge hands, but not super small. And it works. So that's kind of what happened with me and what the experience was in the launch. How about you guys? Again, I'd love to hear the stories down below. Here's kind of the funny thing. So I went in because I went to pick these guys up. Let me get the Apple bag out of the way. So I picked up the midnight blue leather case for the 6 Plus. And I'm going to try these out this week when my phone comes, so I'll do a review. And then, of course, a blue silicone case. You know, the silicone case really surprised me because I was expecting this to be the typical silicone that bends like this and stretches from the edge. Well, here's the green one as an example. And I mean, I'm pretty impressed by this. It's got this really nice semi-rigid lining that goes all around the phone. And then you've got this interior that is a nice microfiber, but it doesn't really flex. It doesn't pull. So it's going to be a very slim yet firm fitting case, I believe. And so I'm going to try it out when my 6 Plus comes this week. And I may go back and see what the black one looks like too. I don't know. The leather one seems really nice too. Now, the funniest story I was telling you about, totally unintentional. You guys may have seen it in some of my videos before. The Nyan Cat shirt that I have is blue and it has Nyan Cat on it. And I wore that into the Apple store doing my pickup last night, not even realizing that that blue is the same as the Apple team shirts that they wear. I had like 4 or 5 people coming up to me asking me questions. One was, where's the restroom? Another was, when are you getting more 6 Pluses in? Another person was asking me about, hey, if I do a transfer of my phone, will you guys help me, you know, back it up? And I'm like, guys, there's no Apple logo here. I don't work here. Anyways, I did help some people with what I could and then directed them to the Apple employee. But I just thought that was kind of funny. Let me unlock my computer here. So that was kind of a funny story. Anyways, cases keep coming in, guys. I'm going to do more reviews. I just got these in the mail today. Caseology sent me some stuff. A lot of case manufacturers are going with this design where they've got this kind of hole in the middle that goes straight through the back to show the Apple logo. I'm not sure. Do you guys like that or not? I wouldn't mind it so much if it had kind of a membrane behind it, but they don't. So we'll see. We'll see how those turn out. I got another model phone. This is of the 6. This one's kind of got a logo on the back, so it looks a little bit better. Again, everybody keeps asking me, are you going to get a 6? I'm only getting the 6 Plus. So I buy these on contract. And so to get a 6 at this point, I'd have to buy out of contract. And I think the 16 gig, which if I was going to do it, that's what I'd do. It'd run about $700, so if not more. So I'm going to skip it. But you'll still see case videos and stuff like that going on. So a couple other updates for you guys just real quickly here. Interesting that Amazon launched some new products this past week as well. And I'll spend very little time on this, but they've got a new Fire HD tablet that's $99, so very affordable. I think the screen size is 6 inches, so it's kind of competing with, in certain regards, I think the iPhone 6 Plus. They also have a kids version of the tablet that's like, I want to say $149, maybe $249. It's got a 2-year warranty on it, and they say if it breaks, contact us, we'll return it. They're saying it's kid proof, it looks really rugged, so drops and things like that. So that could be interesting for those of you who want to buy a dedicated tablet for your child. A little expensive, but you never know. And then they also have new versions of the Kindle Paperwhite for those of you who like to have a dedicated reader or an e-reader. And they also have another Paperwhite called, I think it's the Paperwhite Voyager. And this is supposed to be the best ever Paperwhite that they've come out with. It's a little bit more expensive. I'd have to double check my pricing. I think it was $199 or $299. But just interesting that they kind of time that release with the release of the iPhones this week. So we'll see. Now, one thing that I won't spend too much time on, because a lot of you have heard about it already, Mojang, who makes Minecraft, was purchased by Microsoft for $2.5 billion. It's like billion, the old Austin Powers reference, for those of you who have seen that movie. And everybody's kind of wondering, what's going to happen now? Are they going to continue to make it multi-platform? Microsoft has come out and said, yes, we will. We'll see what happens with the modding scene. That'll be interesting. But Phil Spencer this past week came out on his Twitter account and tweeted out to everybody who was wondering about YouTube, because there's a big, big presence on YouTube for Minecraft, that they're not going to touch it, that they're going to leave it alone and let people continue to do it. Because, you know, with these gaming videos on YouTube, there's some very strict regulation about what you can and cannot post without being flagged for copyright issues. And so they've come out and said, look, we know that Mojang previously said, do what you want, and we're not opposed to it. And they're saying that they're going to leave it. They're going to leave it like that because they realize the community is a big part of this. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting as my Mac keeps locking itself because my battery's getting low, 11%. Anyways, Monday, new program schedule kicks in, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't seen the new program schedule, I'll link to it down below, but it's basically going to give you a rundown of what happens every day of the week on this channel, and I'd love to hear your feedback as we go through it. Consider this fall season kind of the test to see if this works well for everyone. I'm trying to give some structure here. We've talked about this a couple of weeks now, but I want to hear how it goes, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, you know? Once fall's over and we head into winter, we'll try something else. But I think it's going to be good for most people. Let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway real quick, because I told you I was giving away the sketch case. That's this one right here. And that is for the iPhone 6. And this is going to go to Mr. Slimy Slime. So congrats. I will reach out to you. And if you don't hear from me, you can feel free to reach out to me first. But I'll get you shipping info and mail this off to you. Now, if you haven't tuned into metagamers.com, the website, I have 7 giveaways going on right now. So there's plenty of opportunity for you to get in on a giveaway. Head on over to metagamers.com. That's my website. Click on the giveaways section and you'll see them all. You'll see the details of what you need to do to get in on them, as well as the duration of them and what is up for grabs. And yes, you can put in for every single one of them if you'd like. This is open to everybody. So good luck on that. More giveaways will be coming in the near future. as I continue to get cases, accessories, games, things like that. I'm not always going to give away cases. I will give away other things as well. So stay tuned, and a lot of the giveaways are going to happen on metagamers.com, but I'll announce them right here. With that being said, kind of getting close to the last call on the Patreon giveaway. Now, my Patreon site, which I'll also link down below, and you'll see it up in the corner, patreon.com/metagamers. Remember, even though I've talked about this before and said it's a monthly contribution, you can do a one-time contribution. And I want to call out again the $7 contribution level, whether it be just a one-time shot for the month or monthly, gets you into an exclusive Patreon giveaway for that particular month. And this month, we only have maybe 3, maybe 4 at most. I don't even think it's that. I want to say 2 to 3 people on that Patreon giveaway. And this thing is huge right now. Cases for iPad, cases for iPhones, a Bluetooth speaker, Bluetooth headphones, a couple of video games, a Energizer charger for your PS4 controllers. I think I already said the Bluetooth speaker and the headphones, but you get the idea. It is a big, big giveaway, and right now it's limited to 75 people putting in for it, and that closes at the end of September. Right now we only have like 3 people in on it, so great opportunity for somebody who wants to get in on that, and it also helps this channel in multitudes of ways. I'll continue to do other giveaways, evidenced by the 7 that I'm doing right now on metagamers.com. But for things like this, so I've got the dummy phone, as I'm showing you here again. This is for the iPhone 6. I'm getting the 6 Plus, and for 6 cases, I'm going to use this because I buy on contract. It's a little bit out of the budget to buy one of these on their own. It's going to run about $700 for a 16 gig, but this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. On Patreon, it helps. And if I get enough people contributing, then it maybe allows me to pick something up to accelerate the growth of this channel and kind of enhance what I'm doing. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Again, I just wanted to call that out. So that's really all there is for this week. Thanks for bearing with me as I push this out a day late. And don't forget, Monday, we roll with our new program schedule, so be sure to tune in to that. Thanks again, everybody. I will catch you next time. Take care.